Page 46. Is it Tom's doll?
No.
Is it Bill's doll?
No.
Whose doll is it?
It is Judy's doll.
Whose bicycle is it?
Whose wings are they?
Whose classroom is this?
Whose marriage is that?
Whose baseball glove is this?
Whose birthday cake is it?
Whose children are those?
Whose teeth are these?
Whose head is that?
Whose eyes are these?
Whose feet and legs are those?
Whose book are you reading?
Whose notebook are you writing on?
Whose head do you think with?
Whose classroom are you studying in?
These books are here.
Those books are there.
Whose books are here?
Whose books are there?
Am I here in front of you?
Are you there in front of me? Page 47. I can chew without my teeth.
I can chew with my teeth.
A cat with a tail.
A cat without a tail.
Can you think without your head?
No, I can't think without my head.
Can you eat without your mouth?
Can you see without those eyes?
Can I walk without these legs?
Can you hear without your ears?
Can you smell without a nose?
Can you go to New York without money?
Can you speak English a little?
Can you speak Spanish a lot?
Can you speak English a lot?
Can Mr. Pettis go to New York alone?
Can Mrs. Pettis come to Mexico City alone?
Can John lend Andrew $100?
Can you buy a car without money?
Can you sell me your wristwatch for 5 cents?
Can Tom and Judy play without their bicycle and doll? Page 48.
Ask and answer the questions. Are you your mother's son?
Are you your father's daughter?
Are your mother and your father your parents?
Is your father or mother's brother your uncle?
Is your father or mother's sister your aunt?
Yes.
Are you your uncle or aunt's nephew?
Are you your uncle or aunt's niece?
Is your uncle or aunt's son or daughter your cousin?
Is your father or mother's father your grandfather?
Is your mother or father's mother your grandmother?
Is your father your mother's husband?
Is your mother your father's wife?
Is your brother's wife your sister-in-law?
Is your sister's husband your brother-in-law?
Are you your wife's father's son-in-law?
Is your sister's husband your brother-in-law?
Yes.
Are you your wife's father's son-in-law?
Are you your husband's father and mother's daughter-in-law?
Do they give you many presents on your birthday?
Can you tell me where I can mail a letter?
Can you tell me where I can find the post office?
Can you tell me where I can find a good hotel?
Can you tell me where I can find a supermarket?
Can you tell me where the shoe store is?
Can you tell me where I can find a jewelry store?
Page 49.
Lesson 13.
John is delivering the newspapers now. He delivers them every day.
Mrs. Green is cooking dinner now. She cooks dinner every day.
The mailman is bringing the mail now. He brings it every day.
Bob is playing golf now. He plays golf every Sunday.
Joe is coming to class now. He comes to class 3 times a week.
Jerry is bowling right now. He bowls twice a week.
Page 50. Does the mailman cook dinner?
No.
Does the mailman deliver the newspaper?
No.
What does the mailman do?
The mailman brings the mail.
What does John do every day?
What does Mrs. Green do every day?
What does Bob do every Sunday?
What does Joe do 3 times a week?
What does Jerry do twice a week?
What do you do every day except Sunday?
What do you do on Sunday? Do you go to the movies every night?
No.
Do you go to the movies every Monday?
No.
When do you go to the movies?
I go to the movies every Saturday night.
When do you go to work?
When does the mailman bring the mail?
When does Mrs. Green cook dinner?
When does Bob play golf?
Do you come to class every night?
Do you go to the office twice a week?
Does the mailman bring the mail twice a week? Page 51.
The carpenter cuts boards with his saw.
The farmer plows the earth with his tractor.
The baker makes bread.
The butcher cuts meat with a knife.
The policeman keeps order in the city.
The mechanic fixes cars with his tools.
The nurse takes care of sick people.
The chauffeur drives the bus. What does the carpenter do?
What does the farmer do?
What does the chauffeur do?
What does the baker do?
What does the nurse do?
What does the butcher do?
What does the mechanic do?
What does the policeman do?
The carpenter uses his saw to cut boards.
What does the farmer use to plow the earth?
What does the mechanic use to fix cars?
What does the milkman use to bring the milk?
What do you use to come to class? Page 52.
Ask and answer the questions.
Do you drive to work?
Do you keep your desk in order?
Do you keep your money in a bank?
Do you keep your keys in your pocket?
Do you use your keys to open the door?
Do you use your keys to unlock the door?
Do you come to school in a tractor?
Do you find English difficult?
Do women think with their heart?
Do we feel or think with our hearts?
Can you hear the traffic out there in the street?
Can you hear people talking outside?
Are veins blue?
Is blood red?
Are the veins in the body?
Is the blood in the veins?
Does blood circulate through the veins?
Does blood run through the veins?
Does blood pass through the veins?
Do you pass through the doorway when you come into the room?
Do you walk through the window when you come into the room?
Does smoke go up?
Does it go out through the window?
Do we breathe with our lungs?
Page 53.
Lesson 14.
January is the first month of the year.
Monday is the first day of the week.
A is the first letter of the alphabet.
December is the last month of the year.
Sunday is the last day of the week.
Z is the last letter of the alphabet.
Is January the first month of the year?
Is Monday the first day of the week?
Is A the first letter of the alphabet?
Is December the last month of the year?
Is Sunday the last day of the week?
Is Z the last letter of the alphabet?
Is January the last month of the year?
No. January isn't the last month of the year, but it is the first one.
Is Monday the last day of the week?
Is A the last letter of the alphabet?
Is December the first month of the year?
Is Sunday the first day of the week?
Page 54.
First,
Second,
third,
fourth,
fifth,
sixth,
12th.
100th.
The year begins with January.
The working week begins with Monday.
The alphabet begins with the letter A.
The year ends with December.
The week ends with Sunday.
The alphabet ends with the letter Z. Does the year begin with December?
Does the week end with Monday?
Does the alphabet begin with the letter Z?
Which is the first day of the week?
Page 55.
Mary and Tom come to class every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. They come here 3 times a week.
Do Tom and Mary come to class every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday?
Do they come here 3 times a week?
Alice and Jerry go to the movies every Saturday and Sunday night. They go there twice a week.
Do Alice and Jerry go to the movies twice a week?
I go to church every Sunday. I go there once a week.
Do you go to church once a week?
Do you go to church 3 times a week?
No.
Do you go to church 4 times a week?
No.
How often do you go to church?
I go to church once a week.
How often do Tom and Mary come to class?
How often do you come to class?
How often do Alice and Jerry go to the movies?
How often do you go to the park?
How often does the mailman bring the mail?
How often does Mrs. Green cook dinner?
How often does a person eat? Page 56.
Ask and answer these questions.
Does spring begin on March the 21st?
Does it end on June the 20th?
Does summer begin on June the 21st?
Does it end on September the 20th?
Does autumn begin on September the 21st?
Does fall finish on December the 21st?
Does winter start on December the 21st?
Does it finish on March the 20th?
Does winter begin on June the 21st?
Does it finish on September the 20th?
Does spring start on September the 20th?
Does it finish on September the 28th?
Does summer start on December the 25th?
Does it finish on October the 23rd?
When does spring begin?
When does it finish?
When does summer finish?
When does it begin?
When does fall start?
When does it finish?
When is the first day of the year?
When is the last day of summer?
Which is the first day of spring?
Which is the last day of the year?